it's not like I hate the government or being run by old people to be specifically. And when you ask me to comment on the Russian-Ukraine war, and then I say it's being caused by the leadership of old people, I don't mean that I hate old men leading government or old ladies. No, I think in a quote that that notion to say the youth leadership against white hair governments, a way I stated clearly, and I said we want to take up the seat because we believe we are the leaders of today and not the leaders of tomorrow. And I spoke it, and rather I wrote it nicely and stipulated to say key children are the leaders of tomorrow and the youths are the leaders of today. In simple terms, it was just another way of unblocking the notion and saying no to making me believe that I'm a leader of tomorrow. What is stopping me to being a leader of today? If I can think of initiative, if I can build some ideas and all that thing. And that's what the essence was. So when I said children are the leaders of tomorrow, that had nothing to do with me hating white hair government. I mean, my own country is being led by an old man, 80 years, and he'll be turning 81 years, and I don't have a problem with him. He's a good president, one of the best in Africa that we have, and he's leading well. There's nothing that I can point at and say, okay, he has failed, and he's including young people. But the thing is, the level of which young people are included, that's what I have, and that's what I have a problem with. And why I specifically have made it as a problem, why I've labeled it as a problem in terms of when old people lead, because we find these people, even referring back to the Russian and Ukrainian war, there are different reasons, whatever that may be, I don't know, but the main fact is, whatever the problem that it was just supposed to be, we sit down, let's talk about it. But no matter the story, which I don't know about it, the thing is, I don't see the need as a young person of pulling guns. We don't believe in guns. And we know now that we have a better war. And people must understand that fighting against each other as human beings is not the right thing. That's what I speak against. I say our enmity is now not based on man to man. Our enmity is based on invisible enemies, things that that we cannot even see. I cannot waste my time to go and fight someone out there when I know I am being fought. I'm being followed by invisible enemies. I've said it, climate change, that is our enemy as young people, and we understand that. So the problem of being led by people that still believe in war is that we miss the real enemy and we allow it to play around us, hunger, poverty, and we are contributing. So right now, like for instance, what is happening there is like poverty is striking and people now have to starve to death, and it's not just bullets that are going to kill people. You hear like the last time I checked on the update, only 40 something people, soldiers died. But that's not the real enemy. So the thing is, the level of enmity is what we should revise, and that can only be done by including young people. We are not going to stop wars and conflict or these tribulations if we do not readdress the true enemy. And that's why we've said include young people, because young people don't care about guns. We don't know what happened. We don't even think of these guns as things that can cause a lot of distraction. So that is the essence of the campaign that I put out on when I posted that post on LinkedIn to say youth leadership against white hair leadership. And I said the youths are not the leaders of tomorrow, they are the leaders of today. Because if you say I'm a leader of tomorrow, you want me to become a minister when I'm 70 years old. By 70 years old, I'm suffering some certain a measure, or I forget things and all that thing. And without offense, I've gone through His Excellency's profile, the President of the United States of America, Joe Biden. You look at him 30, 40 years back when he was just showing himself to the political world, and you look at him today and you say, what he could do. I'm not saying he's doing bad, he's doing great according to the numbers, but if you bring that active Joe Biden that was there 40, 50 years back, I feel like he would do more great than he's doing today. And when I told that to someone, he said, no, now he's doing much better because now he has the experience. The thing is, that's why I said in the same quote I mentioned to say, when the youth take up leadership, these our old men and old women, they should take up guidance. They should be our guiders. We should be the leaders, so that we promote our younger ones, those that are younger than us, to become leaders of tomorrow. We lead today in order to create a better tomorrow for the future leaders, which are children, kids, those that are being born today, tomorrow, next week. Those are the leaders of tomorrow. I'll never accept the notion that I'm a leader of tomorrow. I am the leader of today because I understand what I'm supposed to do today, and all I need is the mandate. All I need is the right position to do it, and to initiate certain criteria to show you that I'm a leader of today. I will not be intimidated by any cause of telling me, no, you're still, my age is already there. The fact is, we have characterized leadership with age in inclusion. That's the problem, and that is a main error that we've done. But saying that I hate old people in leadership is not true, not at all. I like them, I love them, and I just want them to be my guides. I just want them to be my mentors, but not to note me as a future leader. No, that I will not accept. I'm not. So it is on that aspect that I've built my arguments on, and most importantly, I just want people to understand. And I think this is the main thing about the whole campaign. I just want people to understand that our war today in this generation is not against my fellow man. Whatever my fellow man has done, I should go and approach them and say, you've done wrong here, let us not fight. Let's talk. Let's go on the table. But the moment you offend me and then I take you as my enemy, then it's going to cause a lot of trouble, because that's the misunderstanding. The real enemy is out there. We're talking about climate change. We're talking about unemployment. We're talking about poverty. I've said this and I've mentioned it again and again. It's only that I have, unfortunately, a few audience, but in a due course, when the audience closed, I think maybe that will also help. But the real point here that I'm trying to make is that the enemy has changed. The enemy is not man. The enemy is invisible, and the enemy is deadly, and the enemy can do much more destruction than a gun. I think that's what we have to understand.